If you have a pile of 2x6s, you are going to want to make these adorable 2x6 Christmas presents. I'm going to make two sizes today using nothing but this pile of scrap wood. It uses basic tools as well, so anybody can make these, and these are fun, festive, and can be decorated in so many ways. Hi, I'm Jen with Woodcraft Blueprints. I make woodworking fun and accessible for everyone. I'm going to make two sizes of presents, one 12-inch one and one 20-inch one. So the 20-inch pieces, I need 4 pieces cut at 18.5. And then I'm going to need, for the short one, 4 pieces at 10.5. But I'm always going to cut my longer pieces first, so you got to kind of work the pile and see what we have. Not every board is going to be good enough quality. So I like to be choosy, just kind of see which ones will work. Like this one, for instance, has a huge crack, so I'm going to kind of pass on that for now. That one will work. That one looks good. That one will work. That one will work. One thing I do need to do is square off each end. So I'm going to start with a fresh, clean end because we want these to be perfectly square so that they sit level. So I'm going to use these 4 boards at 18.5. Then I need 4 pieces at 10.5. And for the tops, those are 8.5 inches long, so I'll do 2 of those. Now, got these pieces cut, we're going to assemble them. You're basically going to have 2 on the outside and then 2 on the inside. So there's one edge you need to cover up, put those on the inside. These are all fine though. I'm going to put a clamp on here to help hold it. I want these edges all lined up flush. So I get the clamp, a little bit of tension on there, move them, and then tighten it down a little bit tighter. You can use a drill and screws to put this together. I would use 2.5 inch long screws, but I'm kind of all about speed, so I'm going to use an air nailer. Brad nails are not strong enough for this, so I'm going to use 15 gauge finish nails for this. These are angled. I'll show you what these nails look like, just so you have an idea. They're not as big as a common nail or framing nail, but they are strong enough. I'm just going to go down the edge here and get these boards nailed together. What's nice about these finish nails is they're not a big head showing, so they're easy to cover up. You can putty and sand if you want. I'm actually not going to putty on these, even though you definitely can. And if the clamp's in the way, I'm going to move that once I get to some nails in. I have 4 nails down each there. That's pretty solid. I'm going to put the top on. And actually, I need to trim off the edge a little bit here. Looks like about 1/4 inch. And then I'll get my nailer and attach that. You always want to angle your nailer just a little bit to the inside, just so you don't have any nails blowing out the sides. All right, so there we have it. Now we can sand this. All right, I'm going to put this one to the side and we can get our taller one built. Same thing, 2 long boards on the outside, 1 on the inside. This has got some kind of chipped off there, so that will be an inside one I can kind of hide. Same with that one, will be inside, so outside. That's up here. If the boards are cupped a little bit, I would put this C on the inside. So when you nail that, it will look better. Put 2 clamps on this one, and this guy if you want. When we're sanding, we want to sand the faces, get any, rough spots, anything that potentially might be a splinter. Also want to round off all these sharp corners and edges here. We want those nice and smooth, not sharp. Blow off that excess dust, and now we are ready to paint. I'm going to do a dry brush white on here so that it looks really rustic. So dry brushing is where you don't have a ton of paint on your brush and you go over this, so you're still going to be able to see lots of wood grain come through. Once that paint has dried, we can go ahead and start putting our ribbon on. I have this really pretty green and gold ribbon. I got it at Sam's Club. I love the Sam's Club ribbon because you get a lot of it, but you can use any ribbon. And basically, we're gonna go up on each side, starting on the end, and then stopping at the middle there. So I'm gonna cut a piece here. I'm gonna start at the top. I just have a hot glue gun. You could also staple these if you wanted with a hand stapler. I'm just going to repeat that for every side. These pieces are about 20 inches long. Now that I have them on all four sides, I'm gonna put a bow at the top here. So what I'm gonna do, I've just got this piece cut. Let me see how long this is. 4 foot long, okay? And I'm just going to make a loop like so. So I'm just crossing over the tails. And then I'm gonna take this, put it down in the middle and just pinch it, just like that. Now, go ahead and staple that onto the top here. Or I can glue it. I need to cut the tails on here at an angle. Okay, there we go, nice and clean. All right, and there we have it, our super cute and easy scrapwood present. If you liked this video and are looking for more winter crafts that you can make, then you need to be in the Woodcraft Blueprints membership. We have a full library of a ton of Christmas projects that you can make this weekend. I'll put the link in the description.